Hi again, chicas. Please join me to learn a little bit more on constructions that you have already seen. You have already seen in the 111, you saw reflexive constructions, see? And I wanted just to work there and show you this slide, which I showed to you when we were learning reflexive constructions. Reflexive verbs or reflexive constructions are those in which the same person, the doer of the action, is the same recipient of the action, and that is shown by the reflexive pronoun that you see here, me, te, se. So we say, yo baño, I wash, I give a bath to somebody if I don't include me. It is implied that somebody else is the recipient of that action, is the direct object. But when you say yo me baño, I myself, I'm the recipient of that action. So we have reflexive constructions in Spanish, and they work differently from what you guys have on in English, because you use pronouns. This is a piece of what we're going to learn today. We see that this is the plan for now. See, we're going to study the se impersonal and the se pasivo, passive se and impersonal se. And because of that, the learning objective says that at the end of this session, students will be able to talk about what people say and believe, and to talk about what is done. See? So let's jump into this sign that I have for you, and it'll help you understand what people say and what people do. On page 271, we have this sign on Juan Marina. This, what is prohibited on the canal. So look at this. I don't know if you can see it, but you can go to the page on the textbook 271. There is a sign there that says it is prohibited swimming, scuba diving, skiing, fishing, use I don't know, these transportation devices to dive in the canal. So it's prohibited. But who prohibits? Who does the action? That's not important. That's what se impersonal is about. See, it is used to express that an action such as rules and instructions, and they are attributed to no one in particular. Who does the action, it doesn't matter. What matters is the action itself. So that's why when you hear se prohíbe fumar en el almacén, smoking is prohibited in the department store. Who does that? Who prohibited? We don't know. We don't know. It doesn't matter. What matters is the action itself. Se dice que hay una liquidación hoy en la zapatería, se compra bien en Saga Falabella. See? So there is, the idea in English would be one buy well in Saga Falabella. They buy well in Saga Falabella. When you hear se prohíbe fumar, smoking is prohibited. By whom? By they, but it's not clarified who does the action. So let's pay attention to this in detail. Let me say something to you that is important, and I'm gonna show it with you with this PowerPoint. I have to close the this. I have to close that one, and I'm gonna tell you that se is a very flexible piece. All you have here is se. So I'm telling you that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 se's in Spanish. See, we have 7 se in Spanish, and these se mean different things. So when you hear la chica se maquilla, yo me baño, tú me llamas, that's reflexive. That's the one that I just showed you. Con yo me baño, tú te bañas, él se baña, I do it to myself. See? When you see the second one, That is the second one. I call it the fake se, because this is not a se. This is a the indirect object pronoun. Remember the L pronouns that one changes to se? Well, that's an indirect object pronoun. It's not a reflexive construction, but it looks like the same way. So it's se too, but it means something different. Ana le compró esa silla a Pedro. Sí, Ana se la compró. Se is a Pedro, and it's just changing from le la. See, because remember, a Pedro would be le. So Ana le compró la silla a Pedro, le la compró, it changes to se la compró, the indirect object. That is what I call a fake se. Then we have a third one. We have this sentence, los novios se aman y se besan. So in the conjugation of a reflexive verb, we have they do, they, we have we, and we have vosotros. They do to each other. See, that's the reciprocal se. See, that's the se reciprocal. I do it to you, you do it to me. I call you, you call me. We call each other. See, so nosotras nos llamamos. It conjugates as a reflexive, as part of the reflexive construction, verb conjugation, but it means that we do the action to each other. Then we have another se. Se me pasó el bus y ya es tarde. See, in Spanish we don't say that I missed the bus. We talk about like accidents happen to us, things happen to us, just like to separate ourselves from responsibility. And it's kind of tricky, but it is like, it is called the se accidental, so the unplanned actions that happen to us. That's the other se. Then we also have se impersonal, which is the one that we are studying now. Se sale por la puerta, see? One lives by that door. Se sale por esa puerta. That's the se impersonal. Does it matter who does the action? No. What matters is that you live by, you exit by taking that door, see? Then there is another se, another se that we're studying today, the se pasivo, see? Se pasivo, when in English you have the active voice, magazines, they sell magazines, the subject, the verb, and the direct object. In the passive voice, you switch. Magazines are sold here by them, see? So then the direct object magazine switches to be the subject, and then you change and include the verb to be, are sold, and then by them, the agent that does the action. That's a passive voice in English, and it works a similar way in Spanish, but that's not the topic for now. The topic is passive se. What happens is that in Spanish we have an extra passive voice, which is put together with the se. So instead of saying that magazines are sold here by them, you will say se venden revistas. Who does it? They? No, it doesn't matter. See, but and notice that in this case, revistas is plural, so we conjugate them plural conjugation of a regular verb in here. And the last se that we have is the se tónico. See, nunca se tónico. That se is the one that you use when you are using the verb saber. This one has an accent mark. And it's called se tónico because it has an accent mark. Tónico means it has an accent mark. So which ones are we working on? Which ones are we using? I just wanted you to see how many se we have in the language, but I want you to concentrate on these two. We have already used this one, and this one helps us communicate this one and also this one. These are the ones that basically we cover in elementary level, but mainly this is the base of the whole package. Okay, so let's go to the textbook and see that sign when you say se prohíbe bucear, nadar. So who prohibits? It doesn't matter. It's impersonal. Muy bien. So we use, when talking about passive passive voice with se, we use the pronoun se in the third person singular or plural form of the verb as a substitute for the passive voice in Spanish to say what is done. See? You have to notice that the subject of the verb is the object that is or are offered. And look at the example. Se ofrecen descuentos en internet. Descuentos is what is offered and is plural, so we have to conjugate it with the ellos conjugation. Now, se encontró el anillo. The ring was found. This is a regular passive voice in English. This is a passive voice we say in Spanish. So the ring is singular, is el, right? So we conjugate using the el conjugation of a regular verb. So se encontró el anillo, ¿sí? Se encontró el anillo. Artículos, second-hand articles used to be sold in this store. Se vendían, se vendían. It is used vendían because artículos is they, plural. Yes, plural, ¿sí? Look at this one. Se abre el almacén a las 9. Se abre el almacén. Might be that Teresa and Jose opened the store at 9 o'clock, but it doesn't matter. What happens is that the store will be open at that time, and it's open at that time. See? So let me just show you more examples of se in this reading that I wanted to share with you. ¿Sí? Un concierto al aire libre. Aquí, I'm gonna mention something that is important here. In Peru and Ecuador, there is a special type of music. See? There is a special type of music that is played with marimba, which is this instrument that they have here. And I'm gonna show you a video in a second. This video of Música Andina. This is a very talented kid that plays Música Andina, and I wanted you to see that, okay? Okay, I hope you enjoy as much as I did seeing these kids, these talented kids playing Música Andina, which is the reading that we have now. But going back to the same impersonal say, we can say that in Peru se toca música andina, en Perú se canta, en Perú se toca la guitarra. So who does it? Everybody. Who, it doesn't matter, who cares? See? So that is the structure of the same impersonal. I think I made a mistake with the name of the instrument. That's not a marimba, and I cannot remember now the instrument that I mentioned. I'll send you a message or include it in the next video. Let's go here, read about this Música Andina concert, and then we're gonna underline the same impersonal. Okay. Si a usted le apasiona la música andina, lo invitamos este fin de semana a este gran concierto que se conoce como uno de los mejores del mundo y donde se escucha la música más típica de Perú y de Ecuador. Como recuerdo, se venden programas con bellas fotos de los músicos de este espectáculo. La taquilla, donde se venden los boletos, se abre a las 9 de la mañana y se cierra a las 8 de la noche. Además, se ofrece una gran variedad de precios. Se recibe un descuento si se compran más de 5 boletos. Después del concierto, se puede pasear por los jardines, tomar una copa de champán y conocer a algunos músicos. So we are asking the My Spanish Lab to underline some the say construction, but I'm gonna just go here and underline these 3. Se abre, se cierra a las 9. So what time is the concert? What time does the concert start? Who starts the concert doesn't matter, but that the concert itself starts at that time is what matters. So that's why we show it in say construction. We have it there. Se cierra. Se ofrece, and I'll underline those 3 for you. See? Se cierra, se abre, se ofrece. And then you have to answer this question and continue playing with these activities that are here, and you have them on My Spanish Lab. I hope you enjoy the video, chicas. Bye-bye.